Tonight, a massive crowd gathered outside Maryville High School in Phoenix to celebrate the life of 16-year-old Michael Montoya. According to Phoenix police, Montoya was stabbed to death at the school by another student. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is there right now. Most of the crowd has dissipated. Chase, were you able to speak to Montoya's family?
Mark, we did speak with Montoya's Aunt Joanna, who told us the family is just absolutely devastated by this tragedy, but also told me the community support they've received since it happened has just really helped them through this terrible situation, and a lot of that support also came out tonight.
It's sad, and I'm just here to support the family.
The family of Michael Montoya, surrounded by loved ones and those who wanted to be there to show their love.
Seeing the mom and the siblings and everything sad over this, and they didn't deserve this either.
Many of them, Michael's classmates, who still can't believe what led to his death.
It kind of scared me a little bit, and I didn't know what to do.
It was just a few days ago when Phoenix police say the 16-year-old was stabbed to death in the middle of class by another student, 16-year-old Chris Aguilar, who has been charged with second-degree murder. The spot where the vigil is held on campus is where students and neighbors last saw Montoya getting placed in the back of an ambulance and taken away.
It was really crazy. It was really shocking. It feels unreal.
Others at the vigil didn't know Montoya, but still dropped off flowers, candles, even writing messages.
We will always love you, Michael. Remember you forever. Here at Maryvale School, we will miss you so much.
Kathy Diaz says her daughter went to middle school with Montoya.
He had a whole life ahead of him, and this incident that happened, it's just devastating. It breaks everyone's hearts in the community, and we just want to come out and support him.
Witnesses tell police that Montoya was attacked by Aguilar after he reportedly robbed him, stealing a gun. Diaz and students now worried about safety on campus. Police say Aguilar somehow bypassed weapon detection systems with bringing in a pocket knife that was used in the attack.
I'm just thinking, what are the new protocols going to be? What are we going to have to do?
While the vigil was underway, Phoenix Union High School District held a closed-door meeting with its governing board to discuss the deadly incident and campus safety. We tried asking board members to speak with us about it, but they declined. A spokesperson for the district says they are still investigating how the knife was brought on campus. That same district spokesperson also told me the topics and ideas that were discussed during that closed-door meeting may be brought up at future public meetings. In the meantime, students will return to the classroom on Monday, and some of those students that we spoke with tonight claimed that they were in that classroom, and they said that they aren't looking forward to stepping back into the room. We're live in Phoenix tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
I can understand that, Chase. Thanks. Tempe police shut down a business inside the Arizona Mills Mall that was illegally selling marijuana products. Detectives say this was after an investigation into the smoke station. Police arrested 2 people and seized over 2,000 illegal items. The business's lease has also been terminated. New at 10, MCSO deputies have uncovered a serious case of animal neglect in Tonopah. Their animal crimes unit found 12 dogs living in terrible conditions without any food or water. One dog was also found with a serious injury that had gone untreated. Officials seized the dogs and they're now receiving proper care. The investigation into who's responsible for the neglect is ongoing. Also new tonight, a mystery unfolding in Tempe after someone spray painted a large symbol on a butte in Papago Park. Now, as 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk reports, city officials are trying to remove it and find out who committed the vandalism.
A blue circle with a white asterisk about 10 feet wide now marks the face of this butte in Tempe's Papago Park Preserve. Park rangers discovered the symbol on Tuesday during a routine patrol.
It's pretty massive. It definitely stands out. It's in a place where obviously it shouldn't be. Obviously it's vandalized. It's obviously damaging and disrespectful to the people that were there before us.
Alex Jovanovich, Tempe Community Services Deputy Director, says the symbol's meaning is unclear.
We tried, but we weren't able to find anything definitive on what that symbol stands for or who might be associated with it.
The city of Tempe is hiring a contractor to remove the paint. It's too high up and too dangerous for city staff to handle themselves. The top of the circle is nearly 30 feet high.
Generally speaking, when we remove graffiti out in the preserves, we use a very specific product, whether it's us or the contractor uses a very specific product that's biodegradable, and it's made specifically for sensitive areas.
We could see what appeared to be other graffiti that's been covered up with white and brown paint, but this symbol won't be painted over. Instead, the paint will be stripped away. Jovanovic expects that will cost several $1,000s.
We're hoping next week we can have a contractor out there to remove it, because obviously if there's graffiti, sometimes people see it and they think it allows them to then add to it. So we obviously don't want that, want to prevent that from happening. So we want to remove it as soon as we can.
A criminal damage report has been filed with Tempe police. City officials are asking the public for help.
We would ask them if anyone has seen anything or heard anything, ask them to contact the city. One easy way is our one call to City Hall to call our Tempe 311. They can obviously remain anonymous if they want to remain anonymous, or they can always call our Tempe PD, or they can get a hold of a park ranger.
In Tempe, Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.
Kyle, thanks. New tonight, President Trump announced today that the U.S. will invest in 10% of Intel stock, making American taxpayers the largest single investor in the troubled semiconductor company. 12 News journalist Bram Resnick breaks down the deal and its potential impact on Intel's Chandler operation.
A few weeks ago, President Donald Trump was demanding the resignation of Intel's new CEO. Now, Trump is making a big bet on that CEO and his turnaround plan for a company that's slashing jobs here in Chandler and worldwide. President Donald Trump delivered his ultimatum via Truth Social. The CEO of Intel is highly conflicted and must resign immediately. There is no other solution to this problem. Trump was concerned about Lip-Bu-Tan's ties to China, but a White House meeting with Intel's new CEO a week later changed the president's mind.
He walked in wanting to keep his job, and he ended up giving us $10 billion for the United States.
The Trump administration will invest $8.9 billion in the troubled chipmaker for a 10% share of Intel stock. American taxpayers would be the firm's largest shareholder.
And I said, I think it would be good having the United States as your partner. He agreed, and they've agreed to do it, and I think it's a great deal for them.
According to Intel, the Trump administration investment will be financed with CHIPS Act grants awarded last year under the Biden administration.
They've had some bad management over the years, and they got lost.
Intel is struggling to catch up with world leaders like TSMC after missing the boom in smartphones and falling behind in the race to build chips for artificial intelligence. The Silicon Valley icon plans to lay off a quarter of its workforce, about 25,000 workers, by the end of this year. Employment at its Chandler operations has shrunk by at least 700 this year to about 11,000. In Phoenix, Bram Resnick, 12 News.
Okay, Bram, thanks. Plans for a new freeway east of downtown Phoenix are in the works. The proposed State Route 505 is expected to relieve traffic congestion on I-10 south of Phoenix and also for parts of Pinal and eastern Maricopa counties. As 12 News journalist Jen Wall explains, transportation experts want to hear what you think about this project.
Yeah, so you can make comments right now, and you have a few weeks left to do that. The Arizona Department of Transportation wants to hear from you and what you think about their plans for a new SR 505 corridor that could be coming to you east of Phoenix. There's even an interactive map online.
As more homes are built out in the East Valley,
the growth has been explosive.
Neighbors in Apache Junction, Queen Creek, Santan Valley, and south to Eloy are forced to plan for more headaches on the road.
At 7 o'clock when we're starting, it can be full stop as people are trying to get onto the 60 right there.
But a new freeway could relieve traffic east of Phoenix.
This is a potential future freeway that would run from US 16 Apache Junction all the way down to I-10 at Eloy. This is a study that's going to take about 3 years. It really is a major future corridor.
The Arizona Department of Transportation says the freeway would fill a gap from Apache Junction to Eloy where there are only local roads. It'll also relieve stress on the I-10.
So ADOT has projected that without this future corridor, in the year 2040, it could take 82 minutes to get from Mesa Gateway Airport down to I-10 in Eloy. With this future freeway, that 82-minute travel time would be cut to 63 minutes.
Now ADOT is working on an environmental impact study for the second part of the freeway. That would stretch from Florence to Eloy. Okay, so what's involved in that?
So we're taking a look at things such as the transportation needs of the area, where we expect traffic to be, where interchanges might be most useful.
ADOT says they're also studying drainage, floodplains, wildlife, noise impacts, and more. They're topics anyone interested in can weigh in on.
I think it's great. I think since that's such a high growth population right now and a lot of people are commuting into work, putting in roads and access that might ease some of that traffic is a good idea.
ADOT says there's no schedule for when design or construction could start because funding needs to be figured out first.
And you can even share your thoughts, questions, opinions with ADOT about the proposed SR 505 now through September 8th. There is an interactive map on their website. You can click and drag and see all of the streets that could potentially be affected. And if you want to learn how you can make your opinion known, you can just go to our website, 12news.com, and click on this story. We have all of the information right there. For now, we're in the studio, Jen Wall, 12 News.
All right, Jen, thanks. Still